So let us take a few objective type questions and answers in data structure and algorithm. So first is, if h is any hashing function, if h is any hashing function, and it is used to hash n keys into a table of size m, okay, where n is less than equal to m, so n keys and the table of size is m, so n is less than equal to m, the expected number of collisions involving a particular key x is, so you have to tell the expected number of collisions involving a particular key x. So you need to be well aware of the hashing situation. The answer, these are the four options for you. Can you answer? The answer is less than 1 because the size n is less than equal to m. The second question is, let A be the adjacency matrix of graph G. You can implement, or you can represent the graph in two forms. One is your adjacency matrix and one is your adjacency list. So if A is the adjacency matrix of graph G, the ijth entry means, if this is a matrix, then some ijth means row I and column j. This entry in matrix, this A, gives what? Can you answer this? These are the options for you. Eulerian, Hamiltonian, etc. These are the options for you. The answer is length of Eulerian path from vertex Vi to Vj. This is Eulerian path. So adjacency matrix, any entry would give the Eulerian path. Then the OS of a computer may periodically collect all the free memory space to form contiguous block of free space. The OS, operating system of a computer, may periodically collect free memory space from contiguous block of free space. This is called what? Is it garbage collection or any other thing? The answer is garbage collection. So periodically combining and trying to make use of the memory space, free memory space, is the garbage collection. Now you have a code now. So what is the following code segment doing? Here function f, this is a character c. Now you are getting some character c and you are trying to find out whether it is equal to \n or not. This is for new line. Now if it is not equal to \n, then the function fn will be called and then c will be put. So this function, is it calling itself? So is it kind of a recursion or something? Yes, it is calling itself, and when till the time it is not equal to \n, you are placing the value c, taking the value and placing the value c. So what it is going to print? These are the options for you, and it is but obvious that the answer would be the string entered is printed in reverse order. So whatever you print, say A, B, C, you are placing that, and till the time /n is received, it will print first C, then B, and then A. So C, B, A will be printed. Okay. The next question is, you have to sort a list L consisting of a sorted list followed by a few random elements. Let me tell you again. You have to sort a list L. This is a list L for you. You have to sort. Sort means arrange in ascending order. So you have to sort a list L consisting of a sorted list followed by a few random elements. Which of the following sorting method would be specially suitable for such a task? Right? These are the options for you. Now you have to sort a list. You already have a sorted list consisting of a sorted list. You are already having a sorted list. Now you have some random element also. So doing that, and this is the you can say that definition of this sort also. The answer is your insertion sort, right? So you have a insertion sort. What we do, it's like playing card. So your various partitions are already sorted. So you pick a new card and place it such that the other partitions are already sorted. So you'll use the insertion sort. B tree are generally B tree, B plus tree. These are all they are heavily used in databases. These are the trees to store the indexes also. So B trees are generally, these are the options for you. Can you answer? B trees are generally, you cannot say very deep or narrow. It depends really on the number of entries you are putting, because in the B tree what happens, you have leaves. In the leaves the data is actually stored. A technique for direct search is direct search. These are options for you. How can you just directly search? This is hashing. See, in a in these kind of search, 1 2 3 binary and linear tree, what happens? I'll just give you an example of linear search. What happens that you have a list, so you start with the first element, you go to the next element, you try to find out whether it is there or not, the search value, which the value which you want to search, and you go on. In tree also, in tree what happens, just like binary search, so first you try to find at the root, then you go to left or either right, and you go like this, means you proceed like this. But in hashing what happens, you just going to hashing function, and this hashing function will directly take you to the bucket where the element is there. Okay, so this is a direct search. The answer would be D. Next is, if a node having 2 children is deleted from binary tree. If a node having 2 children are deleted from the binary tree, it is replaced by what? It is replaced by what? Okay, so if you have node, 2 children are there, and you want to delete it. See, this is an example. Say you want to delete this, so you want to replace. Replacement is to be there. How you are going to replace? The answer is in order successor. In order successor will be the if some value is there. So in order successor, in order means you have first left, right, and the root and then right. So you will, in order successor, you will place here. The searching technique takes order of 1 time to find the data, linear, binary, tree, and the answer is, as we have just discussed in question number 7, hashing is a direct search technique, so it is very fast. That is why you use depending upon the data values and data representation, you will go for hashing. That will give you an order 1 time of searching. Next question is, a mathematical model with a collection of operations defined on that model is called. A mathematical model with a collection of operations defined on that model, is it ADT, abstract data type, or any other type? The answer is B. A mathematical model, please understand, because this is a definition of abstract data type also, that a mathematical model with a collection of operations defined on that model is abstract data type. Next is the number of interchanges required to sort 51624 in bubble sort. How many? Tell me how many interchanges will be required, because you can just do it. I'll tell you I'll tell you one go, one pass. So in what happens here, 5 will be compared with 1. Okay, so 1 will come here, 5 will come here. Okay, 6 2 4. Now 5 will be compared with 6 will remain here. 6 will be compared with 2. Now 2 will come here, 2 5 1, and then 6 will come here, 4. Now 6 will be compared with 4, so 6 is greater, so 6 will come here, 4 1 5 2. Okay, so this is the one path. How many comparisons you have done? How many interchanges? Actually interchanges, not comparison. So how many interchanges in the first pass you have done? First you have done 1. Okay, 1 to 5, and then you have done 2 to 6. This is second interchange, and then this one, 3 interchange. Now in the second pass, how many you are going to do? Please try it and pause it and try it, and then tell me. These are 3 plus how many to arrange them in bubble sort? The answer is 5. Only 5 is required. Okay. Then 12th, the postfix form of the expression a b star, that is star is multiplication, c into d minus d into f by g. Now I would advise you to form a tree of this, and then you can just take a post order traversal, and you will find the exactly what is required. The answer is this one, A. Okay, this is the postfix representation of this. For that you need to learn how to form the tree of this, and then take the we call it as an expression tree, the tree which will be formed with this, or rather you can just follow the precedence order. The answer would be A. The complexity of multiplying 2 matrices of order m by n and n by p is, these are the options for you. Is it m into p or any other? The answer is m into n into p. M into n into p. So this will be the answer. Complexity. C, this is a matrix of m by n, and then the other matrix is of n by p. So it will be this m row n column, n row p column. So m into n into p. So this will be the complexity. That is why matrix multiplication is quite expensive. Merging 4 sorted files containing 5, 10, 25 and 10 records will take time. Merging 4 sorted files. Now you have sorted file. First is 50, second is 10, third is 25 and 15 records. How much time it is going to take? It is going to take order of 100. Okay, order of 100. So this will be the first time, and How we have achieved arrived at this 50 plus 10 plus 25 plus 15 is 100. So that is why the answer is A. Next is for an undirected graph. Now we are talking about an undirected graph with n vertices and e edges. The sum of the degree of each vertex is equal to. Now you need to know, about the graph to answer this. The answer would be your 2e. Okay, this is the sum of the degree of each vertex. 2e. 2 into number of edges. In worst case, quicksort order has. Worst case, quicksort. Is it n square? See, this n square by 2 and n square by 4, they are equivalent only. The answer is B. So it will be n square by 2. Okay, but still, because n square by 2 and n square by 4 will vary if the number of n would increase. That is why the worst case is order of, the worst case of quicksort is order of n square only. But if we precisely measure it, it will be n square by 2. The full binary tree with 2n plus 1 nodes contain how many leaves? How many leaves? The answer is n non-leaf node. It will contain n non-leaf node. If a node in a BST, binary search tree, has 2 children, then its in-order predecessor has, see, any node in a BST tree has 2 children. So its in-order predecessor will have how many no left children, means you have to answer this. So the answer is no right child. It will not have any right child. Okay. If a binary tree in which if all its levels except possibly the last have the maximum number of nodes and all the nodes at the last level appear as far left as possible is known as. Now this is a very important question. In a binary tree in which of all its level except possibly the last have the maximum number of nodes, all the nodes at their last level appear as far left as possible. Okay, and this is known as a full binary tree. Okay, full. There is a difference between a full and a complete binary tree. So this definition is for full binary tree. Next is a linear list of elements in which deletion can be done from one end deletion, and insertion can take place only at the rear. So only insertion can take place at this point. So this data structure is known as, is it Q or any other? Can you answer? The answer is Q. Q, the definition, this definition is for Q. What is the postfix form of following prefix expression? Postfix. Now you can easily convert it because this is already in prefix notation. You can easily convert it into the postfix notation, and this would be this one, postfix. The full binary tree with n leaves will contain how many nodes? The full binary tree. As we have seen, full binary tree and complete binary tree. But the answer here is 2n minus 1 nodes. A full binary tree with n leaves will contain 2n minus 1, where n is the number of leaves. A sort which relatively passes through a list to exchange the first element with any element less than it and then repeat with new first element is called as, these are the options for you. The sort which relatively, passes through list to exchange the first element with any element less than it. So you start with the first element and any element less than it, you exchange it. And you repeat it with the first new element. This is the definition of your quicksort. Okay. Which of the following sorting element does not have a worst case running time of order of n square? This is not n to n square. So, you have some algorithm, you have learned about algorithm. So the answer would be merge sort. Others have the worst case time of B, but merge sort will go to n log n, the worst case. Next is an undirected graph G with n vertices and e edges is represented by adjacency list. Now you represent a graph by adjacency list. So what is the time required to generate all the connected components? Time required to generate all the connected components. The answer is your e plus an order of edges, means edges plus vertices. Next is consider a linked list of n elements. You have a linked list of n elements. What is the time taken to insert an element after an element pointed by some pointer? So you have to tell or give the time to insert an element in a linked list after an element pointed by some pointer. So if this is a list, now this is pointing, some pointer is pointing. Now you want to insert an element after this. So that will be order of 1. This is very, very good because in array, what happens? It will take you order of n, time. But here it is just order of 1. So it's a constant time. What you have to do? You have to just change the pointers only, nothing else. The smallest element of an array index is called its. smallest element of an array's index? Is it lower bound or any other? The answer is lower bound. The smallest element of an array index is called its lower bound. Next question is, in a circular linked list. In a circular linked list, these are the options for you. Now, please read them and answer me. In a circular linked list, what happens? The answer is there is no beginning and no end, because in circular linked list, what happened? This is the first element, this is the last element. Okay, there are elements also. So the last element will contain the address of the first one. So there will be no beginning, no end. Next, a graph with n vertices will definitely have a parallel edge or a self loop of the total number of edges. Please give me the answer. A graph. See, the questions which are here, it needs you to be well aware of the database. The algorithm concepts and the data structure concepts. If you are aware of graph, tree, stack, queues, then only you are able to answer this, right? So the graph with n vertices will definitely have a parallel edge or self loop of the total number of edges are. The answer is more than n minus 1 by 2. This is the answer. Now, the next question is the minimum number of multiplications and addition required to evaluate the polynomial 4x cubed plus 3x square minus 15x plus 45. Minimum number of multiplications and addition to evaluate. Can you answer this? The answer is 3 and 3. Number of multiplications will be 3. Number of additions will be 3. Okay. The order is 3, and you ought to know that the multiplication and addition, that depend on the order of the polynomial. So the maximum, next one is the maximum degree of any vertex in a simple graph with n vertices is. Maximum degree of any vertex in a simple graph with n vertices is nothing but n minus 1. This is the answer. The data structure required for breadth first traversal on a graph is. Breadth, there are two types of traversal, depth first and breadth first. So in the data structure which is employed for breadth first traversal is nothing but the queue. A quicksort algorithm exploit design technique. Quicksort, which you use? Is it divide and conquer or any other? The answer is divide and conquer. So quicksort also uses the divide and conquer. So various partitions are made, and then you try to make the partitions so low so that you can actually conquer them, and then you try to combine them. Next is the number of different direct trees with 3 nodes are. Directed trees with 3 nodes are. And the answer is 3. The number of different directed trees with 3 nodes. Next is one can convert a binary tree into a mirror image by traversing it in. How you are going to convert? You have a binary tree, okay? The left subtree, right subtree, and all other tree, or all other left and right nodes. Now you want to convert a binary tree into a mirror image. How you are going to? Just by traversing. So just you can use this post order. You will make this binary tree into the mirror image. So these were a few questions on data structure and algorithm. We'll be taking more of this. Thank you so much.